We're doing a spring reset. I love this time of year. I just think the season of spring in general makes me want to clean my life, organize, declutter, refresh my space, do a little something different. I just love spring. I think springtime vibes are so fresh, so fun. Hopefully it starts warming up where you guys live. I feel like for us, this has been such a rainy winter season because here our winter just means rainy season. And there's been so many tropical storms recently, lots of crazy rain, not a whole lot of sun. And so the official start of spring is literally in a few days. So I thought it'd be fun to prepare for that and kind of get into the spring mood. But obviously I want to keep it interesting for you guys because you guys have seen me clean my house so many times. It's like, cool, we get it. I made a little list of some of the things I want to do for my spring reset slash refresh, because as deep of a clean as I want to do to the house, I also want to do some fun things and some different like home projects, just very springy things. So this is what I wrote down. I want to do a bedding refresh. I bought a few new pillow covers, which I think will be really fun and cute. I want to paint the entryway, choose a wallpaper because I want to wallpaper an accent wall in the office, and I bought a few samples, so I want to put those up and choose one. Start to list clothes on Poshmark. I have been decluttering my closet, bags have built up, and so I want to get those clothes listed and sold. Maybe go shopping for some outdoor decor and also check off some of the outdoor projects. I feel like spring is the time of year to do any like gardening things and whatever. And I also want to meal prep slash just cook some good food. Okay, wait, these are so cute. I got 3 different covers for these 2 kind of accent pillows. I'm gonna keep these white ones the same, but thought it'd be fun to switch out those 2 since it's kind of like the statement pillows. Obviously this one's a little more neutral and this one's kind of screaming spring a little more outwardly. I think I might put this one on. So those need to be washed. I also need to wash these pillow covers in general just because I change my bed every single week, but I don't always wash the throw covers. So I feel like now would be probably a good time to do that. Okay, I'm insane. I bought another Lola blanket. We have 2 in the living room and I always end up bringing one of them to bed. So I got a Lola for the bedroom because I cuddle this thing every single night. I'll put my code right here. It gets you a pretty good amount off. Love. This is gonna be so comfy. So I actually am gonna change the bedding because I feel like these neutral stripes are a little more springy and I think it'll be nice to just change it up anyway. That way it feels fresh and new. I love this. I honestly feel like I should add even more color because it's pretty neutral, but I do love the pink. I think it's a subtle, cute pop. All the different types of flowers are very springy. I'm definitely excited to hop into bed later. We're just gonna get right into things and start painting. The other day, I bought a gallon of accessible beige, a very popular color to you. I don't even know if you'd call this a color. It's beige, which I guess is a color. It's a color. To me, it's like the perfect neutral. I think it's gonna look really good and still subtle with this wooden like wall that we have. I just feel like this whole area needs to not be gray, and it'll also look really nice because this is such a contrast. I think it'll make this area look like a little bit more of like its own alcove. Is that the word? This just feels like such a stark difference between this accent, our green door, and I think this will be kind of the perfect color. You can kind of see what it'll look like. I also think the beige in this area will look good with our brown living room wall. I would be absolutely tripping to be painting in this cute outfit. This is my painting outfit. Arguably another, honestly, pretty cute outfit, but I don't mind if I get paint on this. I love this. Pretty much did everything that I could reach. I just need to get on a little ladder and do up to the ceiling. As if you can't already tell, I'm doing this in the most lazy way possible because I'm lazy, hence absolutely no painter's tape. I'm kind of just freeballing it, but it looks pretty good so far. I will say some spots it's like good from far, far from good, if you know what I mean. But I'm pretty proud of some of this like edge work over here. I feel like my freehand is okay enough and honestly good enough for me. So I'm gonna get on a ladder, finish this, but I love the way it looks so far. I've done it. You can kind of see the difference between these two walls. I'm waiting for it to dry right now, but I think it looks so good. Definitely think it looks a lot better than like the stark white gray that it was before. I'm trying to debate if I do a second coat. It's lunch break time. I want something sweet and fresh, and it's definitely not the weather for it because it is pouring rain right now, but I'm craving it, so we're gonna go get it. That only took like 2 hours, which I'm pretty happy about. I just can't believe how long I've been putting that off. I don't know why I was craving this, but I was, and it's hitting the spot. I'm gonna go do a lap in Marshall's because it's literally right here. So cute. Their pillow selection is so good right now. I kept my cool in there. I think I probably could have picked out a few more things. Their selection's so good right now. But I just got kind of what I was like hoping to get, honestly. I wanted to see what kind of fake flowers they had. As much as I love real flowers and like the whole point of spring is like things are in bloom, I also like that these will last forever. I also feel like they look really good for fake tulips, and it comes with this little, like it's in this little vase. So maybe put this on the coffee table. Cute. If you remember in one of my recent videos, I set one of my main goals for March was to finish the tandem read. I've made a pretty good dent. I'm a lot further along in Empire of Storms. I think I'm on chapter 53. So we're getting pretty close. So I'm about to get into flow state with reading. That's gonna be really fun. Updates to come when I finish this because it's already getting like, oh my gosh, before I get into that though, I wanted to talk about my cute glasses that I have on. These are from Warby Parker. I love them. And I want to say thanks to Warby Parker for sponsoring this video. Let me just say a few things. First, they had a filter when I was searching for glasses. They had a filter for different widths, and they do go up to extra wide. This is one of their extra wide styles because I've said it before, I'll say it again, I have a big head, and a lot of glasses just don't look flattering on me because I feel like I was never able to find wide glasses like that would fit my face. This is their Duran style in the tortoise shade, and I just think the shape is so cute. It's so flattering. These don't have a prescription, but obviously you can add that if you want. These are their blue light filtering glasses though, and I'm constantly wearing them, especially just with the amount of time that I spend on the computer. It's really nice to wear. I knew I was gonna love the shape. You might be like, how did you know that? It's because I virtually tried it on. Sometimes I'm like, wow, I love technology. Their glasses start at $95, which is a really great price point. And they also do a buy a pair, give a pair program, which I love. I think it's so cool. Basically, every purchase helps someone in need receive vision care, which is awesome. So I'm gonna have a link on the screen. They have so many styles, shapes, colors. Literally, you will find your perfect pair, I guarantee you. When I was growing up, I always thought glasses were so cute and cool, and becoming an adult is realizing that I have free will and I can wear glasses. I don't have to, you know, have a prescription. I'm just wearing blue light ones, but what a win. Another day of organizing. I'm in our third bedroom right now, which has kind of become our storage room unintentionally, just because we don't really have a purpose for it other than to put stuff in. My dream, I'm shooting for the stars. I want it to be like a cute little bridal room, which obviously would only be for like the next months. But I guess after that it would just be like a really cute girly space. But right now this is where all of my clothes that I want to list on Poshmark are. I've been putting this off for so long. This is not even all of it, but I'm slowly trying to organize it into piles, and then I will end up listing it, selling it to you guys, which is super fun because then you guys get some really nice pieces. These are also my closet mirror doors, which belong in my bedroom. Actually, I'm gonna give you a little update because if you've been keeping up with the vlogs, you know that I got my closets done and it's truly made such a big difference in the organization of my life, but I haven't put on the mirrors back on it yet. I don't know if I want to because I kind of like, you'll see, I like how it's kind of open. Let me know what you think, but for now, they've just been in this room as well, which is kind of random. So this is my closet now. Before, if you remember what it looked like, it was literally just one rod and I kind of had to DIY an organization system. Then I found out about Inspired Closets Hawaii. They are a local family-owned business here and they do closet organization, pantry organization, laundry rooms, garages, literally any space you could want organized like this, they can do. It's super cool because it's completely custom to your space and to what you want, what you need. I've always wanted a closet like this and it has literally changed my life because it's so organized. I feel like I know where everything is, all these shelves, and like the way it's all separated just makes it super easy to be really organized of what's going where, and I genuinely, for once, know where everything is, which is really nice. I specifically love this little area. This top drawer is jewelry. This is the first time in my life I've had a organized jewelry drawer, and let me tell you, it's game changing because before it was just like in heaps and tangled together. Got my workout drawer. Bottom has all of my cozy wear and pajamas. I just know where everything is because now everything has a place. If you live in Hawaii, on any of the islands, they do these installs and they're just the best to work with. Everything was super easy, super seamless, and dare I say it changed my life? I mean, I'm like an organized, like I love being organized, and so for me, it makes my heart really happy. So I'll have a link down below if you want to check them out. I wanted to wallpaper an accent wall in this office for so long, so I finally got some samples from Love vs. Design. So I'm currently trying to decide what I like. On this side, we have two blue options. Obviously, this one's a lot darker. This one's extremely light. I've always loved blue in rooms. I think it's really pretty. And then on this side, these are more neutral stripes with a darker one on the left and a lighter version on the right. So I'm trying to decide what I think looks best. You guys can let me know what you think. I feel like from far away, the darker stripes just make more sense because seems like, I don't know, the light ones blend in a little bit more, at least on camera. I feel like in person it's a little bit more obvious, but I feel like if I'm gonna do it, maybe I just do it. I do want to do this sometime soon while I have this home project momentum and while I want to do it. And I also bought white paint. I bought Alabaster, that shade, which I think is so nice. I want to paint this room because it's kind of just like a gray box right now, and I love the Alabaster paint color. To me, it's the perfect white, and so that'll be a project that I tackle not super soon, but I did buy the paint, like I'm prepared to do it. There's just a lot more prep work that would have to take place, and that would honestly probably take me a really long time, but I really want this room to be a room that I film more often in and use more often, and I feel like if I did all these projects, I would be more inclined to do so because it would just feel a lot more bright and cheerful, colorful, just not like the gray mood that it feels like right now. I also got these blue paint swatches for this second bath. I think blue would look so cute in here. We kind of have an ocean theme going on, so I think blue would look really cute, kind of match with the theme. So these are the colors. I think it's really hard to tell what would look good on a whole wall, but I do feel like all of these are good options. I think the middle one is a little more, maybe has like a little more green tint to it. We'll see. I gotta maybe grab a sample and see how that'll look, but this is also a project I'm really excited to do just because I think it'll be nice to have kind of a colorful, more of a colorful bathroom. Tonight I'm making a one pan lemon pepper chicken orzo. This sounds so freaking good. I feel like the theme of my entire year, unfreaking fortunately, I say I'm always gonna fix it and do things differently, and then I just haven't, but the theme this year has been not making meals at home and being so lazy, and I'm over it. Micah's over it. So the last few days we've actually been cooking at home consistently. I just feel like it wasn't consistent for a while. Like we would do it for 1 or 2 days and then fall off. But tonight I'm making that recipe. It sounds very yummy, fresh. I got this lemon pepper seasoning, orzo, and my bone broth. It literally says prep time 10 minutes, cook time 20 minutes, which is crazy. So I'm excited about it. Every time I get out of the cooking group, I feel like I forget to realize that it doesn't have to be anything insane and crazy. You can make such a yummy meal with Minimal time, minimal ingredients, honestly, sometimes minimal effort. That's kind of what this meal is sounding like, but it sounds so good. I love anything lemon, so I'm stoked. I'm excited to have a nice home cooked meal and hopefully continue this momentum of cooking at home. Olive oil. Now it's time for the fun stuff. I'm gonna add a little bit of mustard, half and half. Personally, I love things super lemony, so I'm gonna double what the recipe calls for. And I'm also gonna add in a full bag of spinach. I feel like this looks a lot, but spinach cooks down so much, and it's a good way to get some greens in. And there we go, dinner is served. This looks so freaking good. I'm honestly pretty proud of the plating too. I think the little lemon wedges make it look really good, but this looks absolutely delicious. I haven't really given it a taste yet, so I'm very excited to dig into this. Got the perfect bite, a little bit of everything on it. Compliments to the chef. Wait, I'm so excited. I honestly made so much too, so I think that'll feed us for like the next 2 days, which is nice. It's still a cozy meal. The weather is kind of unpleasant outside, so it's nice and comforting, but it still has that bright, vibrant kind of flavor because of the lemon. And the mustard, honestly, was really random. When I read that, I was like, what? But I can taste it a little bit, and it makes so much sense. It tastes so good. I'm getting some more spring cleaning done today. I want to clear out the pantry. It looks so cluttered and messy. I feel like there's so many things in there that have been open for months that are obviously expired. So I just want to go through that, clear that out, do some other regular cleaning things, clean the floors. Ever since getting Maka Boy here, I just feel like our floors are super dirty because he goes in and outside, and so there's like sometimes grass and whatever, a lot of fur. So I want to vacuum, clean the floors. I put in a hair mask, which is why my hair looks hard as a rock, because it is. I want to do like an everything shower later. I gave him a bath, as you saw, so we're getting clean today. I just want to feel fresh, feel my best. I've got my work cut out for me today. Micah is at work, so it's just gonna be a solo cleaning day. I'm kind of in the mood for it though. You know, where some days you just have the itch and the urge to clean? That's how I feel right now. So we must act on this. It looks a lot better in here. I tried organizing it as best as possible, but I feel like a pantry is one of those things, unless you literally like repackage everything into nice aesthetic containers, it's just gonna look like this. So this is real, this is me, this is my pantry. Tried organizing some of like our canned goods, got a whole lot of pasta going on back here. And then that's a bunch of like hosting things up there for when we have people over. And it doesn't look the best, but I feel like it's a little bit better than what we started at. I would love to get the pantry organized by inspired closets one day. I don't think that's in the cards right now, but that would be a dream. I went into that shower one person, left as another. I feel amazing. I'm gonna do this turmeric wrapping mask. There's kojic acid, vitamin C, retinol, turmeric, and collagen in this. Technically it's an overnight mask, but I'm just gonna wear this for the foreseeable future until I end up peeling it off. It's one of those peel off masks, which is so satisfying, but I have a lot of computer editing like work to get done today, so this will be a nice little self-care addition to that. So happy with what I got done today. I'm definitely feeling a lot better. I feel like I'm someone whose space, like the state of my space, will affect my mood, especially because I'm someone who spends a lot of time at home, especially because I work from home, that I just need my environment to feel clean, free from clutter, and I definitely feel really, really good right now. So hopefully this inspires you to do the same to your space. I'm obsessed with my routine, specifically my morning routine. It is just such a peaceful time for me, and I definitely love these early morning hours. I'm getting ready for an ice skating practice, a little bit on my own, and then I have like a group one. I feel like ever since I started skating, which started going really often and like kind of taking it seriously maybe like a month and a half ago, ever since that, I feel like my fitness routine has been kind of thrown off because obviously it is so rigorous and such a good workout that I feel like I've kind of changed my workouts a little bit. So let me know if you wanna see what that kind of has been looking like. That has been helping me wake up nice and early. Also, my firstborn son wakes me up early. It's honestly kind of nice because if you know, you know, I used to struggle so much with being a morning person, and I always thought it was just not in the cards for me. I would honestly wake up at like 10 or 11 pretty much every single day and then go to bed at like 2 or 3 a.m., which just was not good for me personally. It feels really good to be in a consistent morning routine. And I feel like in the winter it can be hard to stay consistent with the morning schedule because like an early one, because it's still dark outside and it's 6:30 a.m. But I'm excited moving into spring, moving into summer every day. It stays brighter longer in the evening and the sun rises earlier. So I think it'll be even better. I'm doing a big fresh produce restock, got some other things. I feel like I'm good on the dry ingredients and like the meats and stuff, but it's all the fresh things that I feel like we've recently run out of. You know, it's so freaking annoying when you are dreading a workout and almost talk yourself out of it, and then you do the workout and then you feel literally amazing. And I always know that's gonna happen, yet somehow I still try to like talk myself out of doing it. Anyway, that was a really nice workout. That was the first time that I have like really changed it up with what I'm doing. I feel like I've been doing the same workout honestly for about a year now, like the same routine of when I'm lifting, what movements I'm doing, which I'm not gonna lie, I have seen so much progress and results from doing the same thing and just getting really good at it, getting my form down, and like progressive overload with adding weight. But I also feel like it was time to switch it up a little bit because I think it's important to do different things as well and get other muscles stronger, do different movements. I was testing out a different like workout today and it was really good. I'm now making a smoothie. I'm doing like a strawberry peanut butter banana smoothie, which I'm really excited about. I feel like smoothie season is getting closer and I love making smoothies at home because it's so easy and you know exactly what's in it. Vanilla yogurt, strawberries, peanut butter, frozen banana, as I mentioned, and then I'm also gonna for the liquid base. Let's see how this tastes. Micah is still working out. It is insane to me how heavy he lifts. I'm like, is this safe? I feel like my body would snap in half if I tried to do what he does. And I'm like, are we sure we should be doing that? I know he needs to be super strong for his job, obviously. And like, if I'm ever needing to be saved, I obviously want the person who's saving me to be nice and strong. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is like a universal experience. I don't even know where I'm going with this right now, but I will be there. When I like do barbell squats, I will be there with the bar, which is 45 pounds. And like the max I ever was able to lift was a 25 plate on each side, which is, quick math, 95 pounds. I think his max is like 345, so that's super good. Made me feel like a weak little girl. Enough about my man. Yum. I normally do the same recipe, but without the strawberries, but even just adding 3 tiny strawberries, that makes the biggest difference. That feels like a lot more fruity, fresh. That's really good. Pro tip, if you're ever making a smoothie and you don't want to hate your life later in the kitchen, give it a rinse while it's still wet, and then you won't have to scrub for dear life trying to get it clean. In the spirit of being renewed, refreshed, I'm gonna wear one of those face masks to bed tonight. I like to do this every once in a while if I really wanna give my skin that extra care. I got this recently. This is from Biodance. It's their Refreshing Sea Kelp Deep Mask. Calming, purifying, refreshing. Honestly, for me, anytime a skincare product says made in Korea, you can take my money because I instantly trust it. So I'm gonna wear this to sleep. I usually end up ripping it off at some point in my sleep, but I always notice the biggest difference in my skin when I wake up the next morning using one of these masks. It's just so glowy and plump, very hydrated. So I'm gonna do one of these tonight to kind of wrap up my spring reset and also wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This video is gonna end rather quickly once I finish putting this on because digital footprint. I just look so insane in these. I feel like there's girls on the internet who look so cute. I ain't one of them. Yeah, so I think that's the end of this video. Comment down below any spring flower emojis that your heart desires. Pro tip, if you're ever gonna do this, grab a little nail scissor and cut around where you naturally kind of move your face, and it makes it a lot easier to wear. That's a tip that I learned that I always do now.